Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Sorry I'm running late. I am a hot mess here. I can't find nothing. Good morning. Just gonna give it a minute, let everybody hop on, see who we all have. I'm running a little late, which is usually my normal, but it's even worse today because I can't find nothing. So give me about 2 minutes and I'll be right back. If you're hopping on, say hello. Good morning. All right, so I'm gonna be back. I'll be back in about 2 minutes. I'm gonna let everybody, good morning. I'm gonna let everybody hop on. Say good morning. I'll go back and see who's all here. Okay, good morning. All right, so I'm like a hot mess here this morning. I can't find nothing. Some of my stuff's here, some of my stuff's at the shop. So I debated on, should I just cancel this morning's live? But I did have some slates downstairs and we're gonna repurpose, kind of like revisit this because I have an abundance of it. So what I originally had planned is not here. I did not realize it, that I packed it. Sorry, I had to close off some of my curtains here. I got a glare. I didn't realize that I had packed up my live material today. So we are going to revisit and repurpose the photo slates. I'm gonna come up and I'm gonna show you something that you can reuse these for. These will be great for Christmas. All right, good morning. Just going back through to see who's all here. Good morning, Deborah and Nancy and Kathy and Donna, Maria, Linda, Lynn, Stephanie, Morning, Shy. That's my daughter. She's here too. Caitlin, Jan, Tressie, Brenda. Oh boy, we got a lot of people. Ava and Tina, Debbie, Lana, Leslie. Okay, so if I've missed anybody here, and Heavenly's here, Deborah. Okay, good morning. Yes, it's a beautiful day in Pennsylvania here. It's windy, but it's really nice and warm. If you hear Christmas music playing in the background, I've been playing some Christmas music lately. Getting in the holiday mood. I'm prepping my shop and my inventory for Christmas. So if you haven't started thinking Christmas yet, you need to. Okay? But we are going to jump right in this morning. Like I said, this was not what I had planned for this week's live. But somewhere in the shuffle of packing things, I took it to my shop. And I'm still here at home because I got my presses here. My convection oven's actually going down there today. I'm going to undo that. But my two big presses, like this is my 15 by 15, and then I have my bigger one downstairs, which is a 16 by 24. They are too heavy for me to carry. So, and I could probably take my 15 by 15, but I know for sure when I took my 16 by 24 downstairs, that baby was heavy, and I do not even want to attempt it. So, I'm still here just this week. My goal is next week I will be at my shop. Full time, I will be there, and I will get all of my presses there, everything we need. Sounds like I'm running myself ragged. I will definitely say maybe not ragged, but I'm running myself crazy because it's kind of hard when I'm looking to fill orders and I'm like, oh my goodness, I took that to the shop. So I'm printing orders, shipping stuff here, what I have here. Like my shipping orders, I'll go ahead and pack here and then I'll take some of my stuff, my packing order, and then I'll finish up orders down there. So that part is driving me insane. I just need to get there. So that part's crazy. And I will tell you there's something that I discovered in the move that I have muscles that I probably haven't used in years. So I woke up this morning and I thought for sure even my ears were sore. Like, that's just carrying all of the stuff, all of that heavy stuff all day long. You think it's light, but then when you're doing 20 and 30 trips, yeah, you use muscles that you haven't used maybe in years. So that's where I'm at. So I have an abundance of photo slates downstairs. So when I was downstairs moving some things around, I'm like, you know what? Let's revisit this. And I wanted to do this last time to show you that you can repurpose your photo slates into something that you probably never would have thought of. So I am going to do a sale on these. These are the 5x5 photo slates. And this is my most popular slate that I sell. And a lot of people tend to have some issues with their pressing with this. So, excuse me. I'm going to go over some little tips and tricks for you here. Okay, so the photo slates, these come so nicely boxed. And they are so, they are a good seller of mine. The 5x5 is probably my most popular. Sorry, got dust in my throat. My most popular sold, okay? So they come boxed and they come with their own little feet, all right? So these make them, they're pretty much just ready to go, all right? All you gotta do is press your photo on it or your image on it and it's ready to go, okay? So they come bagged in a little protective sleeve and they're ready to go. They're white, ready for sublimation. I love how the edges are, they are a slate. They're chipped away at the edges. The back is a slate, and I love these. They sublimate so nicely and so crisp. And that's what we're gonna do today. If I can find my printouts, okay. So this is the 5x5 size, all right? So I've already done my printout. You don't always have to do photos on your slates. I know people that I sell a ton of those as those, but you could do it as a home decor item. And that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna do this not as necessarily a photo, but you can take a photo and you can do this just the same. All you're gonna do is you're gonna get the image you want, and you are going to need to, and then just print it out, okay? I'm gonna try to watch for comments as they come up. Angie said, can you use a Cricut press on these? I'm not sure about that. I've never done it with that. So I cannot be the expert to tell you, yes, you can do that. I know these require like an even pressure, and if you're not gonna, and they require a good amount of time holding that press down. So that would probably be the trick to this if you use the Cricut Easy Press for this, okay? I'm not gonna tell you one way or the other because I do not know that answer. So today we're gonna make our photo slate actually home decor, all right? It's not gonna be a photo, it's not gonna be a memory plaque, as a lot of people like these in. It's not gonna hold a photo, we're gonna use it as home decor today, all right? So all I did was print it out, and I'm gonna tell you, I do these on my 15 by 15. Since these are small, you can use like a 9 by 12. I know that's probably the next common size. So I'm gonna use my 15 by 15. You are gonna need, if you're new to sublimation, you're gonna need plain unwaxed butcher paper, okay? You are gonna need a pressing pillow. And as you can see, I forgot one time to put butcher paper over and protect it. No big deal because I protect it anyways. So my image from my last thing that I was doing had transferred to this. Not a big deal because we're gonna cover it with butcher paper anyways, like it should have been when I forgot to do it for this and the image transferred. But you're gonna need a pressing pillow. And this is the Cricut brand pressing pillows, okay? Good morning. All right, so you're gonna need a pressing pillow. This is very, 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 very important, okay, for pressing slates. This is gonna give you your even pressure. When you put it just on, I know a lot of people say, well, this foam pad that comes with your heat press, is that the same? It is not. This is just a protective pad for, you know, it is foam, but it's a very hard foam. And you need something with a little, that's dense, but a little bit of give. This is gonna give you the even pressure you need, okay? So invest in one of these, whether it be a, you know, the homemade ones that people are using or not. This is my favorite brand. It is dense. The foam takes a long time for it to crush to where it's basically no good, but these last for a while. I love the density of these. I love the density of these. Sorry, my throat's really dry today. It's really dry in my house. So I love the Cricut brand pressing pillows, okay? And I use this pressing pillow 9 times out of 10 for almost everything that I press. And what the reason I do that is because the foam pad that comes with your heat press doesn't give it that evenness that it needs. This is more for stability, I would say, for, you know, the stability. This is more for even pressure. So 9 times out of 10, I'm using my pressing pillows. This is just a 12 by 12 Cricut brand. They could be found at like Joann's, Amazon, and Michael's. You can go right into the store, buy them. I buy these usually on Amazon, but I'm an online shopping girl, so I just like everything delivered to my house. But if you're in need of one, like right today, right now, you could go right to Joann and Michael's, and they usually have them. All right, Tina says, my biggest problem is getting the color right with photos. And I wasted 2 slates last night just coloring not right. Yes, that is absolutely the hardest thing when you are doing a photograph, is getting your colors right. There's no good answer that I can give you to that. I will tell you what I do is I usually lighten my brightness up and I tone down my contrast. And with mixing with those two a little bit, that usually can help you with the coloring, getting those oranges and those reds out of your photographs. And usually that is the thorn in the side, is the oranges and the reds, because that coloring just is a disaster when you're trying to. So my tip to everybody is, if your customer will let you do a black and white photo, go that route. I tend to always suggest that to my customers, and it's classic, it's timeless, and I will send them usually a mock-up of a black and white on a photo slate, and they tend to go that route and they love it. But if you don't, mess with your brightness, up it a little bit, make it a little bit brighter, and then take your contrast down a little bit. And that usually can help even out that red and orange tones, okay? And if you are looking for photo slate mock-ups, my daughter, Shy, she has them in her shop. And it is Cheyenne K Mockups. I will put a link to that. Shy, if you're here, if you drop a link here, well, I'd appreciate that, and then people can go over. And I always suggest doing a mock-up. Always do mock-ups. Whether you create your own or you buy them professionally done, like my daughter does. She takes the time and she puts these in her shop. Do a mock-up. Get yourself some mock-ups. Save yourself some money, because once you have that mock-up, you can just go ahead and place your designs onto your mock-up without actually having to create your own product and wasting that material. And then that way also your customers can see your designs, or see their design on that photo on this slate or on that mock-up. Okay, so that's how I market my products. I use mock-ups. So I highly suggest that you do that. And my daughter has created the mock-up where you literally take your photo and you slide it in behind your behind the slate here. And then you can show somebody the photo or whatever it is, the design on this. So I don't know if she's still on. Let me see if she is. Oh, hold on. I am way behind. For some reason, sometimes my phone messes up and it doesn't give me the, doesn't give me all of my comments right away. Okay, and someone said, would you use a pressing pillow for the license plates? I would. I use my pressing pillow 9 times out of 10. I like the evenness that it gives it, because it evens that pressure out. And especially with a clamshell, because with a clamshell press, you have heavier pressure toward the back than you do toward the front. And that's just, you can't change that. The swing-aways, or the ones that come straight down, they're a little different because they come straight down in the product, but I've always used clamshells. I've just learned to adjust to that. So the pressing pillows help really a lot with evening that pressure out, okay? So the trick to these are, the biggest thing is these hold moisture. So you need to pre-press these. I already did that before I came on to camera, and then I let it cool down. So make sure you pre-press these. You're gonna need to do these at 400 degrees, 460 seconds. Okay, so I give it a full pre-press, same exact, all right? And then I get it ready. All we're gonna do is, we're gonna put our butcher paper down, plain, unwaxed butcher paper. And I have a lot of newbies, new people that come in here weekly that are new to sublimation, so I'm sorry if I get repetitive. Every week I tell you it's kind of the same thing, but those are for the people that are jumping in, that are new and watching, okay? A lot of people are even, they just jump onto the sublimation sites, such as myself that I did in the very beginning. I just went in and I started watching and started learning. So those little tips helped me along the way. And then I just made a decision whether or not it was something that I wanted to do, okay? So I printed my design out. We are gonna use this design. I do have this design in my shop. It is for the sublimation tumblers, okay? But however, all I did was I brought the sides in a little to fit the 5.5. This is a 5 by 5, and I printed this out 5 by 6. And it did not distort my image, okay? So you can use that image for this without distorting it. And then all I'm gonna do is, when you do sublimation and you want a full coverage, or as we call it in sublimation, full bleed, meaning it's going to completely cover your whole area. You need to make it slightly larger than your design. Or, I'm sorry, than your actual product you're putting it on. Your design has to be slightly larger, okay? And it's just slightly larger than my design. It won't let me post my shop because it goes again against community standards. Huh. Facebook changes things so much. Okay, Shy. Oh, wait. Nope, it's above you. It's in here. I see it. I see it. Okay, there's a link. It's right above you. It says it posted. So there's a link right there for my daughter's mock-ups, and she has the slate mock-ups in there, and honestly, you'll want to use these for, because the slates are, they're not cheap as most sublimation products are. They're not cheap, and you really don't want to be ruining and going through all of your slates. So, all right. So all I did was I made it a little bit larger. And then when I go and I just put it around here, I kind of want it to bleed over these rough edges here. See how the slate has those rough cut edges? So all I do is I run my finger over it a little bit to kind of get it to go down. And then I'm going to tape the other sides to it. Facebook's kind of getting strange lately. It's changing its rules again. I love Facebook, but sometimes it just drives me insane. It's changing its rules again. And then, you know, what applied yesterday does not necessarily apply today. Or what am I making? I am making a photo slate. But we are actually making this into home decor today. Okay. So all I did was now I just taped it all up. The image is a little bit bigger. I'm running my fingers over this a little. I just want it to kind of bleed into these little gaps down here. Okay. So once again, I have my Cricut pressing pillow, my butcher paper, and then I'm just going to fold that over. And this is the magic to this whole getting your pressure even, getting your design nice and hot and secured and put in there. This is just a silicone baking placemat. And if you know anything about silicone can go up to about 500 degrees without melting. So these are great for them. They're very inexpensive. I know a lot of them do I think they're called Nomax pressing pads to them. This works the same, and those ones are kind of expensive, so this is an inexpensive alternative, and I've used these now for a couple years, and these work great. So all I do is I just put it over top of this to cover it, and that's going to keep that heat in. Okay, so I'm going to do this on a medium, like a light medium pressure. You don't want too much because you don't want to crack your slate, okay? But you want enough of it on there that it's going to that's going to press that. And you want the image, your pressing side up. So your photo is on the top, all right? This is 400 degrees, 460 seconds. Okay. I lost my train of thought. There was something else I wanted to go over with you guys. So, let me go back, catch up these comments here. All right. Sometimes my comments scroll so fast I don't get to see them. I don't see the link. I think Brenda posted it again. Okay. I'll post the link also to these because I just buy these placemats on Amazon. And they're very inexpensive. I think you get either 4, I think you get 4 of them in a pack for under 20 bucks, I want to say. I think they're actually even under 15. The mats are literally on Amazon. Okay, so I have an abundance right now. I've got about 50 of these slates downstairs, and I got a bunch coming in. So I'm gonna do a sale on these. I'm gonna do these for $5. So if you are considering slates, you need to grab them while I am doing them as a sale. Okay. And I don't know if I posted that this morning. Let me check. I was totally running around this morning like crazy. Do you have the link for the silicone sheets? I will. I'll put that up. What size are they? I'm gonna say I don't know. I had a link before to it, so let me see. I'm gonna put up a real quick link for this buy-in too. All right. So let me make a quick post for that. And then that way, if you want to get these, I have 250 of them coming, I think. I think I have 200 of these coming. So if you're interested in getting these are gonna be $5. Shipping will be additional, but I'm gonna tell you the best thing to do with anything, honestly, is the more you purchase, I can get more into a box for more inexpensive shipping. So, and I'll try to do flat rate on the ones. I want to say I can fit, I think I fit 5 of them for flat rate, but it's more inexpensive to purchase more and put them in a box than it is to just purchase one. Because I'll be honest with you, these weigh over 1 pound, so the shipping's $8 just for one. But if you buy like 2 or 3, the shipping doesn't go up much from that until you hit like the 3 pound mark. Okay, then shipping tends to go up. And I always try to do the best shipping, whether it be UPS or whether it be postal. Okay. All right. I don't have that up yet, but I will as soon as we're done here. I'm going to get that up and running for you guys. So they'll be $5 each. Sell them for 20. Yes. When I sell these for a minimum of 20. And honestly, these ones here I usually sell for $24.99 plus shipping. So, and I sell a lot of these. This is one of my good sellers, is the slates. Okay. How much would they sell for? Okay, I think I'm caught up on all the comments. Another thing you need is gloves. Definitely get yourself some gloves. This is an OVE glove, and I got this right on Amazon. OVE, so it's an oven glove basically. So you literally can just reach in, get pots and pans. These were how these were marketed years ago. They were an OVE glove. You literally could get right in and grab yourself a pan out of the oven with these. So this is like a pot holder for the oven. All right, but you absolutely need it because we are cooking these at 400 degrees for 460 seconds. When these come off of the press, they are 400 degrees. Slate holds that heat. Okay. How much can you enlarge a design before it distorts? It just depends, because it's, you know, I've taken them up as big as, 13 by 19 prints. So that's what my printer does. And I've taken small images. I usually try to do an image as an average. So like right about in the middle, and then that way you can take it up or you can size it down without it losing and distorting or getting any like pixelated. And I've taken all of my images up to 13 by 19, and I've not had issues with them. Now, when you start stretching them vertically and horizontally, it gets, you know, they can get wonky. What was the time and temp? This is 400 degrees, 460 seconds. Let me see. But would like to use it on a blanket. Yeah, well, it just depends on how big you want, you know, how big you want your images. But like I said, I've done most of my designs. I can size them up to about 13 by 19, and then I've even taken them down to 2 by 2 and put them on magnets. And I've not had any issues with them. Now, changing the width and the height, that is different. Okay. All right, we've got about 60 seconds here. And with the photo slates, they tend to hold a lot of moisture. So if you do a photo slate and you tend to see that haze, and you'll know it once it's like a milky haze, you'll know that your photo had moisture in it. So that's why I always suggest pre-pressing these. So, I'm sorry, I'm trying to see more of this comment here. It's not letting me. Okay, so definitely pre-press them so you don't get that milky haze to them. And if you find that you get that on any of your other items, that's usually what that is. It is usually some moisture that's in the material, or sometimes it's even a little bit of lack of pressure in a certain spot. And you can always check your heat press by getting a thermal heat gun, and you can buy them right on Amazon. You can go to Harbor Freight sells them. And Lowe's sells them, and all it is a little gun, and you can go ahead and check the different points. I know sometimes on my large press, my middle has a little bit of discrepancy on its heat. So, but I know that, so I've kind of adjusted my times and temps to that. And unfortunately, once, you know, there's really not much you can do for that. But at least you can try to adjust your items for that, all right? Now this baby's gonna be super hot, so I'm gonna try not to touch it. All right, it's not letting me see the rest of this. I'm sorry, oh, wait, okay. What you would use for your next printer. I know, Brenda, that the Epsons, they're saying that they're being discontinued. So I know they're gonna come out with something else. I do have the larger one on its, I'm waiting for it, it's been back ordered. Epsons are like nationally, like across the globe, completely back ordered. So I'm sure they're gonna come out with something, but you know, I'm doing the larger printer. Look how beautiful. And see how it kind of like it ran over into the sides a little? Okay, so this is an awesome design for the slates. The colors turn out really vibrant. And the pre-pressing really helped a lot, as you can see, because I don't have no hazing or any different pressure points on this. All right. Now, like I said, I'm going to use this as home decor, but I'm going to tell you where I'm going to use this for, and you might want to market it like that. Don't always think just for photos, okay? I'm going to take this and I'm going to put this in my kitchen. And if you remember, not long ago, we just did the pencil, the brush, makeup holders. Also, it was the smaller one. I did pencils for a teacher. And I'm gonna take that, I'm gonna put some utensils in it, and I'm gonna set this right beside it on its little feet, because it comes with little feet. Okay? And this is gonna be in my kitchen. So this would be great hostess gifts, or gifts for like a mom, a friend, especially if someone really likes to bake. And I'm literally gonna sit that in my kitchen. See how it comes with the little feet? I mean, it's perfect. But you can use these as hot pads or a trivet. I have done that, and I've not had any issues because this is slate. This can be used as a hot pad or a trivet. So that'd be great for the holiday. Take this, put it beside your stove, and you have not only a decoration, but it's a usable home decoration. When you've got something coming out of the oven, take it, set it on the counter, set your pot right on it. It's not gonna hurt it. It's not gonna damage it. Love the design. Where did I get it from? This is my design, and it is in my Etsy shop, and I'll put a link to that as well. This was listed under the tumblers. Okay, it's a tumbler design. So don't always limit yourself to thinking that, you know, the only thing about Etsy is it only lets you list one category. So if I take it, I have to put it in and decide where do I want to put it. I would put it in my Christmas designs, but a lot of people, we were using them for the tumblers. But here you go. The tumbler designs can also be used on the slates. All right. What size did I make the print? I did this, the slates are they say 5 by 6, but the surface is actually 5 by 5. I made the print 5 by 6, 5.6. How long did I pre-press for? I did a full pre-press on this, so I did 460 degrees as well. 460 seconds, I'm sorry, at 400. All right, so now this is not only holiday decor, but it is usable decor. So it is now going to be a hot trivet. So put it beside the stove as you're decorating for the holiday. You need something to set your hot pan on. Go ahead and put that over and set your hot pad on it, your hot pot. And it's perfect for that. All right, so you don't only market these for photos because you don't have to, but you could always put a photo on it, and if someone still wants to use it as a trivet, as a hot trivet by their stove, they can. All right, but don't always just think that, oh, this is just going to be sitting in a living room or sitting on a desk, whatever. No, let's use it. All right, and you can make these seasonal. So, you know, someone wants to decorate and they're decorating in their kitchen. It's an awesome decorating item for their kitchen. So I would market it both ways. But that's it. These are simple, easy to do. They have a beautiful outcome. And again, the biggest thing is make sure you get yourself a pressing pillow. Very important. These take low to medium pressure, but you want even pressure. Make sure you pre-press these for the same exact amount. I would not do under 250 seconds. So that would be the minimum that you would do for a pre-press if you plan on doing that. And I'll tell you what else I also did. Don't do these cold. So like I had these in my basement and it was cooler down there. So when I brought it up, what I did was I sat it under my press while it was warming up. It sat under my press for maybe 15, 20 minutes. And that helps a lot, even drawing that moisture out, okay? Because these absolutely hold moisture, and I will tell you that. And the way you'll know that is if you press it and it's got that milky haze to it, you know it's got some moisture in it. I don't have it for the 30-ounce tumblers because I've never done the 30-ounce tumblers yet. So, sorry, Lisa, I don't. All right. And then when you market these, put it with that, you know, if you bought the makeup brush, pencil, tool, kitchen tool holder, go ahead and put it with that. And I got more of those little mini Crocs that we did. I got more of those on the way, so I will be having those in my shop too. So market those together, market them for the holidays. Am I out of 11 by 15 flags, the 11 by 14? I don't think so. I'll have to check. Okay. Did I miss any comments here? All right. So very simple, very easy. Okay, let me give you another close-up. I am going to put these, I am having a buy-in for these. These are going to be $5 each. And I'm going to list them as soon as we're done here, all right? And here you go. That's how they turn out. Look how beautiful. Very vibrant. All right. I'll look again, Autumn. They might. I know I have some on stock, so I'm not sure if they're staying out of stock. So let me go in and look. All right, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to list the buy-in for these. I actually have them en route. They're already on their way. So I do have those coming. They should be here next week. All right. And then they'll start getting shipped out. I am going to get off of here. I'm going to do what I need to do so I can go ahead and load up some more stuff to go to my shop. So hopefully next week we will be in my new shop. The lighting should be better. I'll have access to, you know, everything won't be hodgepodge because believe me, I'm working out about 3 rooms here in my house. I'm in my kitchen, I'm in my dining room, I'm in my basement. So hopefully I'll be a little bit more organized. I'll have everything right there for me that we can just go over things. You sent me a PM yesterday about my designs. Oh, I'll have to look, Tina. It must have went to my other messenger because I didn't see anything from you. All right. So if you ever need me, you can message me, or you can message me over in my Etsy shop too. And I'll put a link to that because this design that I just did today is in the tumblers, but it sized very nicely. And I even took it a little bit in from the side. So horizontally, I went and shrunk it a little bit horizontally, and it didn't change any of the, you know, it didn't make it distorted or anything. So this can be designed, this design, the tumbler designs, all of the tumbler designs would be able to fit on a square. All right, so I'll get everything done. And I did want to address, yesterday I posted if you're sharing my designs in other groups, okay? I had a lot of people messaging me. They were confused on it. I was alerted yesterday morning, and I do want to thank all of you that do alert me to when people are using my designs or giving my designs away or putting them on their Google Drives and selling them and things like that. Thank you very much for alerting me to that. I really, really appreciate that. But someone alerted me that there was a young lady that joined in this group just last week, actually, had got my designs, and they were, I don't know whether or not she purchased them or not, but she took my designs and she was sharing them in other groups as a free image, as a free file. She was sharing them from herself to others. So that is a no-no, and that's with every designer. That is just not my rules. So show some respect for those designers, such as myself and others. We take the time to create them. This is our business, okay? And now just because you purchased that design, that doesn't mean that you own that design to take it, stick it on your own Google Drive, or to take it and resell it, or to take it and give it away to others as a free design. That is in our rules. When you purchase that design, you are buying that design to use on a finished product to resell. Now you can take those designs that we buy, that we make, other artists make, and you can use those designs on finished products. That's what we create them for those of you that aren't designers. And I buy a lot of designs from other designers too. I'm looking for design. I don't have time to sit down and design one myself. I'm in a hurry, or I just like something somebody else designed. I buy them too. But that doesn't give me the right to say, hey, I'm going to stick that in a Google Drive and I'm going to give it to you free, because that's not what we do with them. That's not how designers work. That's not how we sell our items. What we do is that's our business. But we allow you to take those designs and use them on finished products. So if you put that design like this on a slate, or you put it on a tumbler and you put it on a shirt, whatever you do, you can now sell that finished product with this design. You just can't resell that design or give it away for free. Okay, that's not how it works. That is in the disclaimer when you purchase those items, or you get them free, because I offer you all a free design every Friday. I have done that from the time I started my Facebook group, which we're going in on 2 years. I've always done a Free File Friday. So that even includes those free designs. You can't offer them to other people just because I gave them to you free. That's just a little thank you gift that I give you every week for being here in the group, okay? Because I appreciate all of you. I look forward to my lives. I look forward to talking to you when I do. I look forward to your posts. I look forward to all of that. So that's my thank you gift to you, but that doesn't give you the right to go ahead and also share that with other people. Because I only give you 24 hours and then I pull it, and then it's in my shop for sale as well. Is there a way to bookmark a shortcut to your drive after we've purchased it? Not that I know of. I just know that you need to keep that link handy. Whether it be, you could put it in your favorites. I use a Mac, and up at the top there should be a little favorite where you can bookmark it and add it to your favorites to where you could be able to just get in every single time. So maybe that will work better for you instead of maybe finding it all the time. I know a lot of people ask me, it's in their emails. But you'll always need that link to go ahead and get into the Google Drive if you purchased it, okay? Okay, so with that being said, I appreciate all of you that do alert me to those. I'm in a lot of groups, but there's thousands of groups out there that I can't be in. So you are our eyes and our ears for all of us designers, not just myself. If you see other people taking designs from other designers that you know of and you're in their groups, please alert them. We can't catch them all, and this is the world we live in. People will scam. People will, think that they can, once they got something, it's theirs. But we appreciate all of you. So if you do see that happening, not just with me, and I thank you for alerting me, you can always alert me, message me in my Etsy shop. But also alert the other designers that that's happening too. We like to try to stop it as much as we can. I know it's happening and it's going to happen. It's just the world we live in. But I appreciate it. That way we can get a hold of other groups and let them know that, hey, this is our design. Am I designer in Tamara's group? I was for a little bit, and then I just decided, to head out on my own like I was before. Not that I love Tamara's group. There wasn't anything, It was just, there's some rules and regulations and things like that, and it limited me to doing some things in my own shop. Being that I'm kind of a little bit of a competitor business with her, even though, me, if she has something, I'll send you over. I just didn't want to have that conflict of interest. So, and it wasn't that I went over and I just said, hey, I just feel that maybe we're a little bit of a conflict of interest. I'll still send people there because I still love her group, but I didn't want to be a conflict of interest to her either. So I just decided to pull out as a designer. Okay, but I still love Tamara's group. She has an awesome group. And I support a lot of the other designers and the other people out there in other groups. There's I'm not the only one in sublimation. There's room for all of us. If there wasn't, I wouldn't be, you know, sending you all over to other places, and I wouldn't be, you know, sharing you all with everybody else, because I do. I love you guys. There's room for all of us. We live in a big world. All right, everybody. Okay, so I'm going to get off of here. I really need to get some stuff packed up. I might come to you tomorrow from the shop, let you see how I progressed a little bit. What's that design I just called you did in your shop? What is this design? I think it's Let's Bake Stuff. I don't know. I'll put a link on this as well. And also, you can find me on YouTube. I'm going to put this over onto YouTube. It is a lot easier to find videos over there than it is here. So if you're looking for some videos you might want to refer to, look over there as well. What program do I use to design? I use Photoshop and I use Silhouette. So it just depends. I go between the two. Some things I like, I do some things in Silhouette, some things I'll do in Photoshop. I kind of go between the two. All right. Thank you, John. Okay, so I'm going to head out of here. And I'm going to get that link. I'm going to get that buy-in going. So if you're interested in these slates, they're going to be $5. Go over there, get on there. And then I'm going to probably do some invoicing tonight because I really need to get over to my shop and get things in over there. All righty? All right, guys. I love you all and be blessed.